Good evening all children. Again we are going to study the digestive system in the human beings, and we have started our second chapter, that is the nutrition in animals. So where we have reached, actually we have reached towards the second part of the alimentary canal, that is none other than esophagus. I have written here second part, esophagus. What is the esophagus here? Esophagus is nothing, it is a food pipe. It is also known by the name food pipe. And what it does, actually it connects the mouth cavity, or in simple language you can say it connects the mouth to the stomach. It connects the mouth to the stomach. It is a long narrow tube which connects the mouth cavity towards the stomach, and no digestion takes place here. It does not participate in the digestion process. What is the main function of the esophagus here? The esophagus, nothing, it actually what it does, it pushes the food material from the mouth towards the stomach, and it runs through our neck region. It also runs through our chest region. So in a very simple language you can say esophagus is a food pipe, long narrow tube which connects the mouth towards the stomach, and its role is only pushes the food material from the mouth towards the stomach. That is all about the esophagus. Okay, and in a common language it is known by the name food pipe. Our next part is the third is the stomach. What is the stomach right now? Stomach, it is one of the most important part of the alimentary canal, or you can say it is one of the most important part of the digestive system. Stomach is a J-shaped bag-like structure. Stomach is a J-shaped bag-like structure, and it is the widest part of the alimentary canal. You can say it is the wider part of the alimentary canal, or it is the wider part of the digestive system. And the gastric glands, what kind of the glands are present in the stomach? Actually on the inner wall of the stomach. On the inner wall of the stomach some gastric glands are present, and which secrete the three things. First is the mucus. What is the meaning of mucus here? Mucus means sticky substance. Mucus means some sticky kind of the material. Second is the HCl. What is the meaning of the HCl? HCl is a hydrochloric acid. And third is the other enzymes. Meaning is that the gastric glands, it actually secretes the three things. One is the mucus, sticky substance. Second is the hydrochloric acid, and third is the some other digestive juices. And what happens, one by one we will see their role. First is the mucus. What is the role of the mucus here? Actually mucus, it prevents the inner wall of the stomach by the action of the hydrochloric acid and by the action of the other enzymes. What is the role of the mucus here? Let me repeat once again. Actually the mucus prevents the inner wall of the stomach from the action of the hydrochloric acid and from the action of the digestive juices. Why? Because the hydrochloric acid, they are harmful in the nature, they are corrosive in the nature. So by their action, actually mucus prevents our inner wall of the stomach. Number next is the hydrochloric acid. What is the function of the hydrochloric acid? Actually the hydrochloric acid, they kill some of the bacteria which might be present in our food particles. The hydrochloric acid, they kill the bacteria which may be present here and there in our food particles. Okay. Number next is the digestive juices. Digestive juices, actually they work on the starch material, they also work on the protein material, and in this way some of the digestion completes here inside the stomach. Actually what are the food that we have eaten? It remains for 2 to 4 hours. For 2 to 4 hours it remains inside our stomach, and most of the components of the food, actually it is digested inside the stomach only. Most of the components, it is digested inside the stomach because it remains there for the 2 to 4 hours, and it digested with the help of these kinds of the juices. So this is all about the stomach. And actually stomach, it is present on the left hand side of the chest cavity. Okay, in the diagram whatever I have made in my last lecture, you can see it. Number next is the small intestine. Our fourth part is the small intestine. Look carefully here. What is the small intestine? Actually small intestine, it is a long, narrow means small in gap, and coiled means twisted, tube-like structure. A small intestine is a long, very narrow and coiled tube-like structure which are present after the stomach, which are present beneath the stomach. It is a 6 meter long in length. Can you imagine? It is the 6 meter long in length, and it is just located below the stomach. Okay, these are the information about the small intestine. So what is the small intestine? Small intestine is a long, narrow, coiled tube-like structure. It is 6 meter long, okay, in the lengthwise, and it is located just below the stomach. Next, what is the kinds of the juices which are present inside the small intestine? So you can see actually what happens, whatever the food, actually the food passes from the stomach to the small intestine. I have told you in the stomach partially digestion is completed. Almost 50% digestion is completed inside the stomach. So many components of the food they have converted into the simpler form. So the partially digested food actually it is reached towards the small intestine. So what happens in the small intestine when the partially digested food reaches here? So what happens? Actually, three kinds of the juices come here inside the small intestine. Again, I am repeating, three kinds of the juices come here in the small intestine. What are the three kinds of the juices? One by one we will see. First is the pancreatic juice. Actually, it comes from the pancreas. Which is situated on the beneath of the stomach. Okay. And what kind of the pancreatic juice? Actually, it secretes the insulin, which balances the sugar level. Okay. So first is the pancreatic juice, which is coming from the pancreas, which is secreted by the pancreas. Second is the bile juice, which is secreted by the liver, largest organ of the human body. And third is the other digestive juices, which is secreted by its own, means which is secreted by the smaller intestine. So there are the three kinds of the juices. One is the pancreatic juice, which is coming from the pancreas side. Another is the bile juice, which is coming from the liver. Third is the another digestive juices, another digestive enzymes you can say, which are coming from the smaller intestine. So with the help of these three juices, actually what is there? All the proteins, they are converted into the simpler form, means they are converted into the amino acid. All the starch material, all the starch which are present inside the food material, it is converted into the carbohydrates. It is converted into the simpler form, means sugar. And all the fats which are present inside the food particles, they are converted into the fatty acids. So here you can say almost all the components of the food, they are actually converted into the smaller form with the help of the digestive juices. So here the complete digestion finished. Digestion, you can say, it is going to be over here. So what happens when the digestion is over? So all the nutrients which are present inside the food particles, actually they are absorbed by the some special organs which are present. So let me explain this. Actually what happens in the wall of the smaller intestine, in the inner wall of the smaller intestine, one finger like projections are there. See, suppose this is the smaller intestine. So this kind of the finger like projections, let me write this, finger like projections. What happens in the inner wall of the smaller intestine? Some finger like projections are present there, and these finger like projections, these are known by the name villi. In the wall of the smaller intestine, some finger like projections are present there, which are known by the name villi. And what is the role of the villi here? Actually villi, what kind of the nutrients which are present inside the food particles, actually it is absorbed by the villi. And what is present inside the villi? Some of the blood vessels. Inside the villi, so many blood vessels are present. So these all the nutrients, they are taken by the blood vessels. And actually these blood vessels, they are connected with the blood. So whenever the blood passes through, actually blood is flowing throughout the body. So whenever the blood passes through the smaller intestine, so these kinds of the nutrients, it is going to be transported here to there, to the every cell of the body. So it is the villi only which is actually transporting the nutrients Inside the villi, some blood vessels are present and it is directly connected to the blood. So actually what happens, all the nutrients, these are actually transported throughout the body with the help of this villi. So that is the main role of the small intestine, and this transportation of the nutrients, okay, this transportation of the nutrients to all the cells of the body, actually it is known as the assimilation. So many things we have to see right now. Some of the things are remained that I will teach you in the next lecture. Thank you so much.